Let's just give it a second to improve before. Properly get going. Okay, cool. So there's that going. Okay, I'll get this approved, like so. And then I think that should be good. Maybe? Audio is a whole new beast. Alright. Wow. Off to a late start, but better late than never. Better late than never, not nether. That was actually pretty cool. Just gotta do the social media thing, and then we'll be getting started, and I'm going to be eating dinner. We are not working on armor, if I'm being honest. We're working on iron efficiency. go. Well, hi howdy. It's another Sunday, and you know what that means. We're sewing. But first we're actually going to start with some patterning, because immediately after stream last week, I realized I was doing the collar wrong, and I was going about it in a completely wrong way. Because I was doing it the way that I did it for the Truth Enforcer collar, which was completely different. That's like a completely different style. So like, if you think of the Truth Enforcer collar like a dinner plate, it's like, it kind of goes from like the collar and then it flops over. But for this, it's got a stiff collar, so it goes like up and then down. The main problem is that I wasn't like giving the up part enough stability, and so that was also getting the shape wrong. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut a little strip of fabric in a straight line. It's going to go around, it's going to curve down. That's going to be the support for the collar. And then we're going to cut the swoop also out of fabric, and that's going to be the swoop. But we need to get that support in there, and that was something I missed the first time. So as soon as I shove one more slice of pizza in my mouth, we're going to start on that. I have to measure the neckline just to make sure that I get a long enough piece. So, where the hell did I put my cushion? There it is. We have the accommodation. I just woke up like an hour ago, so pardon me. Right, so as you can see, this collar does not have a lot of support. It just whoops. I don't really know how to better explain it, but even if we add interfacing to this, it isn't going to be strong enough at the neck to stand up. So what we're going to do is we're going to tear this off, and we're going to redo this. And I was doing a little bit of organizing, and I don't remember where I put my pin container. As per usual, you'll have to forgive the mess. We're kind of in a transitional state between this temporary area and then our permanent area later. But hopefully after this week, we'll have permanent area start to get set up. It's just a matter of, gee golly whiz, I need to make space. Maybe I'll actually buy a lamp instead of needing to use my 3D printer. That'd be pretty sick. I'm sure I can get a lamp for cheap. Alright, so glad we just pinned this on there, because that isn't going anywhere. This ain't good. So we're gonna set that aside, and I need to take a tape measure to this and figure out You know, I hate getting organized as, like...
I really like... I work really messily. Like...
I don't try to clean as I go. I don't work like that. So... But when my mess gets, like... messed up, like when I try to organize, I lose track of where everything is. And that was a little bit funny, but, like, still. Like, who would have thought that getting organized would just fuck everything up? Okay, so... straight line. Can't really see because the reference image is in the way. This. If I move this, we have a roughly straight line. I'm actually gonna pin this real quick. Like so. And we can just measure across. So from one end to the other. Seven and a half. So 27 and a half is how long we're gonna have to make this collar piece. So we'll need to grab our prototyping fabric and make a strip. I'm not sure how wide it has to be. Like, just going off of eyeballing and vibes. For collar this big. 2 inches? Hi Coyote, ain't that a mood? I'll take it. I'll take it. It's been an interesting day for you two. Where the fuck did I put my fabric? Oh, there it is. This is a bad time to mention. I've already forgotten how long I need to make this thing. If I look at the tape measure, I'll remember, but like until that point, shallow. We're just gonna use that as a weight. Oh, Bunny and I went out for a drive. Guess how bad. Ooh, that's not fun. I mean, fun to go on a drive, but like, that's sad. I'm sorry. Also, whole ass cornfield caught on. Oh my god. That's just an entire cornfield. That's almost impressive, it's so bad. Oh, no, I don't know where I put my pen. I could see the smoke for 200 odd miles, it was so big. That feels like an omen. I don't know what kind of omen, but like... an entire... How does... I guess that makes sense, but at the same time, a whole cornfield. I guess it's. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Alright. I was stupid and I didn't grab a pen. Do not know where my pen is. Cannot do much sewing wise without
A pen. I found scissors.
Let me go get a pen, I'll be right back. Well, this is just a cruel joke at this point because I can find a white pen, can't find a... I can't find pen. So we're just gonna have to deal with a pencil. So let me think. Was it 27 and a half or was it like 17? 27 feels too big. Alright, guess I gotta measure it again. Hopefully, the rest of your trip went okay, besides, the whole cornfield fire thing. Let's see here. Yeah. Hmm. $29 inches, let's say. It's the annual big flea market weekend, so we did at least get to do some shopping. Yeah, that's good. Flea markets can go hard, especially in like smaller towns or like rural towns. Is this fabric actually wide enough? Did you get anything cool at the flea market? so you actually can't see anything I'm doing. Hold on. I gotta move some camera feeds around. We'll be doing from back there, so let's lift that up. There you go. Now you can actually see what I'm doing. Picked up a couple of books, also a DVD of a robot horror movie I watched like 5 years ago and forgot about it until today. Oh, hell yeah. What's it called? I'm always down for some good robot media recommendations. Kill Command. Oh, that sounds familiar. I don't know why, but that does sound familiar. Hell yeah. Let's go 29 inches. It's not good, but I enjoyed it well enough. It's just kind of like not great, but like also like not bad sort of like movies and media that are just like ultimately like objectively the best. Like one of the movies I've had the most fun watching was fuck, what was it called? It's very schlocky and has a bad twist ending. I mean, with such a corny name as like Kill Command, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so we have a line. This is an improvement. What's the rough shape? So that's the length of the collar. I think it needs to go in slightly. So if we measure like 2 inches up. The real question is, the one that's relevant to this chat is, are the robots hot though? That's the most important question. Forget about the plot. Are the robots hot? Ooh, I could put that on a t-shirt. I thought 2 inches and maybe 2. They're terrifying. So yeah, just wondering. Perfect. Need to do like a hot robot tier list sometime. Is 2 inches enough? I think 2 inches is enough. Hopefully it's enough. I'm just gonna run with this. At this point, like, terrifying and hot might as well just be synonymous. Ooh, robots. I forgot to get back to an artist out of commission. Hold on. I'm full of the stupid juice. I'm tired. So I literally just waking up. I need to be picky about automatons. That is, explain, that's on my computer. One of my pet peeves is when people give automatons 5 fingers. They do not have 5 fingers, they have 3. They can only count to 3. And it's really endearing. having like a thing for tom-toms is both a blessing and a curse because I get to be annoying about the details, but at the same time, I get to be annoying. Oh man, I can spell tom-tom. Gosh. I fucking see you. Begone, bot! So, this is the fingers, and a certain lad does not have a gun arm. Lost it in the war. It feels so bad. I don't like making artists do revisions, but like, I'm picky. I need to do a proper ref for red one day. Okie dokie, where were we? I could just cut this out and then soften the edges later. I won't say like later, but like later. Let me see here. I need a proper work table too. This is slightly curved, and that is not good. Oops. So, Cody, did you catch my spiel about what we're doing right now? Because, yeah, it's a giant fabric rectangle, but you know what? What's the point of the giant fabric rectangle? I really should press this, but I don't want to. Okay, basically, I committed a cardinal sin against sewing, and by that I mean a fucky wucky, and I wasn't doing the collar right. I was doing it so they would, like, soft edge, like, whoop out like the UF16, because, you know, that's what I've worked with before. And then I realized, wait a second, that doesn't work. And so I did a little bit of research directly after stream last week, and I realized, oh fuck, I'm doing this wrong. So I'm making a support piece to go around the base of, like, between the neckline and the collar itself. So it'll have a bit more support, and it'll be able to have that, like, sharp edge. So I'm gonna... almost said print and sew. That's not right. I'm going to pin and sew? Not sure what I'm trying to do here. I'm gonna just, yeah, support. Do I need to press this? And other obvious questions I really don't want to answer because it means I have to press things. I guess I have to press it. Is that water in it? Yeah, it does. Hot iron, do not touch. Alright, so. There's my ironing board. I can't believe it's Sunday already. Where did the week go? Yeah, I know, you blink and you miss it. It's even feeling like that with the weekdays now. It's just the weekdays actually feel like, you know, days, and then you just blink and the weekend's gone. Yeah, that's life, I guess. Wish it wasn't. But who am I to complain? Spent part of my weekend doing research and stuff for Toronto Game Expo. I need to sit down and do some 3D modeling in preparation for bringing some little goodies to give away at the exhibitor table I'm helping to run. Which is going to be really fun. It's going to be a great excuse to go down there and just relax for a bit. I think I've pretty much decided that I'm not going to be entering the contest just for the sake of my own sanity. Because it's going to be hard enough being in a completely different space. Not that Toronto's bad, but like, Toronto's big. A lot bigger than Ottawa. So it's definitely going to take a little bit more getting used to. Okay, well, that works, I think. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be. Because really we're just seeing if this is what's needed for the collar or not. So what I'm going to do is just trim this back. Because it's been pressed in place. Fold. I'm thinking I might end up streaming every weekday this week too. Not for like 8 or 9 hours, but probably for like an hour or two each day. I just have a lot of deadlines that are coming up, and I am not in a good place to be hitting them. Working just weekends right now. So, probably starting at like 7 or 8 a.m. Every weekday. I'm gonna be streaming, maybe, question mark. If I'm too tired from like work, I'll like cancel it, but at the same time, might as well, you know. I have to remember that Canadian Thanksgiving is happening. Shit, is that tomorrow? Oh shit, that is tomorrow. Is it? Or is that just the potluck for work? Okay, it's October 13th. Is it statutory holiday? Can I get it off? Oh, so that's why I have that day off. Okay, neat. I get a statutory holiday. Which means that I get paid time off. Let's go. Unless they ask me to work it. Oh, wait. They might ask me to work it. I get time and a half. I don't know. We'll see if I get time off or if I get time and a half. Either way, I think I'm definitely going to be streaming like every morning after work. Just for the sake of holy fuck workload. Because I want to get the armor set finished before Liberty Day. And I need to get this commission done. Like soon. Like sometime this week. I don't want to say this week, because that's a lot of work to do in 1 week, but I kind of have to get it done this week. Because this needs to be done by mid-October. Just cleaning up the edges a little bit. And then we'll kind of like, I want to say bevel, but like we'll bevel the edges. Congratulations, we have a strip of fabric now. There we go. So now, very, very roughly, we should have something that can be approximated to a collar. Yay! So this is the supporting strip. I do have some interfacing kicking around here, I just don't know where it is. I guess I do need to go to the fabric store. Oh yes, Fabricland, where my income goes to die. It's not like they're expensive or anything, I actually get a discount, but like, I still buy a lot of fabric. And unfortunately I tend to pick like more expensive fabrics because texture, the way something feels is really important to me, so that's on me. Oh god, I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to do this tonight. I'm just beat. And then I have contractors coming in the morning. Because we're getting renos done. Well, my landlord's getting renos done. So I'm not really gonna be able to sleep before work. I need to think of something fun to do for Liberty Day, because I'm pretty sure Liberty Day falls on a Sunday. So, I'm not sure. Maybe something... Actually, I don't know what we're gonna do. I think we could find something fun to do. Like, I don't know. Maybe we could try to make, like, a plushie or something. I'm not sure. Just need to get a reference. Damn it, did I do this wrong again? You know what, commit to the bed. Let me see. Alright. So this is our piece. I do actually need to cut the top open. But then, we'll cut the actual, like, collar itself. We'll just pin this in place and see how it looks, because if it doesn't look right, I'll just redo it. So I forgot to curve it slightly. Okay, there we go. Hey, long fabric strip. Okay, so hold on, I need a reference. Did I do this wrong? Christ, I think I did do it wrong. Okay, round two. It's gotta be thicker, guys. We gotta make the collar more girthy. I don't really have a lot to be chatty about tonight, so you know, I'm gonna have to forgive the silence. I'm kind of really low energy. But like, you know, shows to go on and all that, so we're here even if we don't particularly want to be. Such is life. So, can we make this 8 inches? I think what we're gonna do is 4 inches tall, and then we're gonna do 2 4-inch pieces. 4-inch pieces, wow. So, we're gonna start with 4, wow. We're gonna do a 4-inch strip around the neckline, and then do another 4-inch strip that's actually gonna be like the top bits of the collar. Let's see here. more pins. I'm just gonna like physically pin this in place. That works. Alright. Tape measure. Oh, you can't really see what I'm doing. Again. There. This is one beefy boy with a big collar. Which, honestly, I'm not sure why I said it like that, but yeah, we're here anyways. So, ow, that really hurt. Worst part of sewing is stabbing yourself with pins. So we're just gonna trace the neckline shape. And then we're gonna go out 4 inches. And pray, I don't know. That's 4 inches out from the back center, from the shoulder seam, there, from the lapel, right there. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Forgot to trace the thing itself. I love progress. That was the most defeated sounding I love progress ever. I do love progress. It's just progress requires work. Work is tiring sometimes. Most defeated I love progress though. That's a brand new gender and I'm calling dibs on it. It's so funny. when I'm talking to my, like my cishet, coworkers, and I just drop, like, I don't want to say, like, a queerism, but, like, an absolute queerism. Like, that's a brand new gender, or, actually, just, mostly that's a brand new gender. And they get confused. And I can't explain the nuances of, like, why it makes sense, because, something xenogenders, something gender is a construct. They haven't even gotten past the whole gender is a construct thing. Like, poor babies. But at the same time, like, I don't know. Gender is a joke, and I'm the comedian. And I'm getting booed out of the club. Because I don't have a gender. So get a gender now or something? I don't know. I got 8 hours of sleep, and it still wasn't enough. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. So that's the rough shape of the colliery support thing. Just gonna very roughly, very quickly cut this out, you know, quick and dirty style. I should draw a Conflagration Devastator. Or just Incineration Core in general. I haven't thought about them in too long. And it's a crying shame. So I should be thinking about them more. Charming little beasts. Collar, yay. They really are such delightful little machines, even if they kick my ass. They give me an excuse to wear IO9 at least, and I really like the way IO9 looks. But I don't have an excuse to wear it unless I'm playing with my sister because she's a maniac with a flamethrower, and I'm scared, frankly, constantly. But otherwise I don't have the excuse to wear fire protective armor, like even on Hellmeyer. Just kinda like, I don't know. Hellmeyer and I made peace many, I don't say years, it hasn't been years. Many months ago. So I don't really need the fire protection on fire planets because the fire tornadoes don't home towards you anymore. Which is good. Because that was a nightmare to deal with. Like, what kind of alien fuckery creates homing fire tornadoes? That's just cruel. Like, forget about the enemy being the automatons, or the Terminids, or the fucking Illuminate, Squiff. It's just the environmental hazards. The planets are out to get you at this point, and honestly, I agree. Super fucked up so badly that, like, the planets are crying out, no, we don't want to be terraformed. Okay, there we go. very, very roughly pressed. Imagine being in an automaton and seeing a bunch of Helldivers running away from a very determined fire tornado. I'm pretty sure that's happened before on, like... I don't want to call it Chuhei, because that's not how it's pronounced in my head, and I think that the ship is objectively wrong. It's Chuhi. I named the fucking Fuecoco after that plane. I should know better. No, like on Chewie. During, what was it? The establishment of the Menkent line? Or was it the Andromeda line? I don't remember. That was a very long time ago when I was in more active service. But they've had me on indefinite leave since I accidentally shot a civilian first thing on Super Earth, so... Oops. It's fine. Seriously, I think it'd be very, very funny if just the environment... Well, I mean, I guess the environment is an enemy in a way already, but, like... It's not the same, guys. It's not the same. Listen, if we can have the Terminids, I feel like we can probably have sentient fire tornadoes. Not saying the bugs aren't sentient. I just think the fire tornadoes should also be sentient. And I think they should really hate Helldivers. I mean, that's a great idea for a... What is it, like a... Oh my god, a fire team of Incineration Corps just called the Fire Tornadoes. I wonder how many fire puns or fire references you could toss into. Think about Incineration Corps. Is it Incineration Corps or Incinerator Corps? I think it's Incineration, but it's been a hot fucking minute, man. Haha, hot. See what I did there? I'm going to Super Hell. And I'm okay with that, honestly. Incineration, okay. Oh, the automatons. Why are they so perfect? Couldn't ask for a better enemy. It's okay, we're all going to Super Hell here. Hell yeah. If Super Hell is where the bots is, I want to be there. Bots are... I swear I'm a native English speaker, guys. I'm going to Super Hell and you all are coming with me. Yay! Road trip! You know whatever I feel like whenever I'm doing, like, Sewing Sunday or something? I feel like, what are they called? I feel like we're a bunch of old women gathered in a barn making a quilt or something. That's just like what the image is in my head, at least. What are they called? I know there's a name for those kinds of, like, quilting parties, but I don't think it's just quilting party. What is it called? Hold on. I need answers. I'm in sleep, I need answers. It's like hold on. Quilting bee. A bunch of, this is like a virtual quilting bee. And I need everyone to recognize that that's the way I see it. You all are doing this with me. I don't care if you can actually sew or not. We're in the same boat. We dive together or not at all, said with malicious intent. Okay. If I keep fussing with this thing, I don't think we're gonna have much of a collar left to, collar. And I'm thirsty, so I'm gonna go grab some water. But, getting somewhere, I hope. Okay, we back. So we have this thing. And this thing should provide a little bit more support for the collar thing. There we go. Collar. Yay. I think we're getting somewhere. So I'm gonna pin this, hopefully. And then, yeah, go from there. We do need to make sure that leads to the next thing. Which is what's the ratio here? This is 2.5 inches. This is 1 inch. And over by about an inch. Oh, fucking. I got a really messy workspace. I'm trying to wait until the permanent workspace is ready to be used, but oh man, I need to clean. Got it slightly pinned there. getting a proper setup for like cameras and stuff would be awesome. But that's a future thing. I just think about it like every single day. Because there's only so much a 720p webcam and a laptop can do. One day we'll get there. One day, my comrades. I need another sip of my fucking energy drink. Come here. Not sponsored, but like shout out to Ghost for making energy drinks that work. Wow, that doesn't say a lot. I meant to say work with my brain, but work also works, because when it works, it works. And when it doesn't work, they get anxious. And that's not fun. I desperately need to sit down and edit some old VODs too. I'm trying to come up with an upload schedule, but it's hard to fit time for any sort of editing in there. If I can finally get this channel monetized, I might think about hiring an editor, just because I don't have time to edit stuff. Especially for, like, short-form content. I am definitely a child of the times I grew up in, when everything was long-form. So, I don't know. I don't understand this whole newfangled short-form content thing. I'm like, no, long video good, long video very good. I enjoy long video. Why 30 seconds? Because attention span, that's why. Anyway, if you don't have a homemade collar, store-bought is fine. I'm gonna set that aside for now. And then, we get to go back to this. We gotta make the actual, like, collar flippy outy thing. That being the scientific term, of course. I'm not paying attention to the warp or weft right now. I'm just trying to get a thing made. I'll pay more attention to the warp and weft when I'm actually, like, working on the final, but for now, I'm throwing warp and weft to the wind. I don't need to worry too much about, like, strength and durability for a prototype. Which is something that I'm still, like, really taken aback by, because does this shirt have it? Hold on. Oh, this is the shoulder, that's why. Okay, hold on. Okay, so it does have it. So, like, can't really see it all that well, but on dress shirts, there's always this, I gotta make the camera big. Okay, so on dress shirts, you have the back, and then you have up here, and there's, like, always this weird strip of fabric that runs along between the collar and it's like where your shoulder blades are. And I found out when I was learning about warp and weft that the reason why that's there is so that you get fibers running in the opposite direction to It's like, so, on a shirt you got like the warp and then the weft running like that, so it's tight like that, but if you tilt the fabric across the shoulders, it gets strong in a different direction or something like that. Basically, that little strip of the shoulders adds some extra strength and durability to the short. Oh, I think that's pretty neat. I always love learning ways to make things more durable. I might make pretty costume, but at the core of make pretty costume being a priority, there's always going to be how long can I make it last? And I've got brain cells, I promise. How long can I make it last, and how can I make this more practical? So, like, I'll always try to add practical elements to my cosplays. Like, whenever I get around to making my blue cosplay of my cyborg OC Blue, my baby boy, who can do no wrong, because he's literally perfect. And I do mean that. Well and truly. We love Blue. Whenever I get around to making a Blue cosplay, I want to make his, like, Helldiver set, the Arctic, MK something Arctic, from Helldivers 1, and I want to make the jacket that's part of the uniform, like, an actually, like, winter durable jacket, because it get cold up here, and I would like to be able to, I think it'd be really, really fucking cool to wear, like, a Helldiver jacket, just out and about. And no one would know except for me, because Helldivers 1 is still niche enough that, like, people wouldn't be able to recognize it right off the bat. Like, if you toss a couple skulls in there, they'd probably be like, oh, are you from Helldivers 2? No, I'm from Helldivers 1, I'm superior to you, ha ha ha. Or something like that, I don't know. I have a Helldivers 1 superiority complex because, I'm shit at the game, but, like, I'm really, really normal about the armor. Like, oh my god, they did such a good job on the armor. But yeah, nah. Helldivers 1, gonna try and make the Arctic set, but like, actually Canadian winter ready. Because I think that would be really, really fun, in all honesty. Not to be like, quirked up in the club, but I think that'd be pretty neat. I don't know if anyone else here watches a lot of anime, but me and my husband recently caught back up on the rest of season 2 of Dawn to Dawn. And there's this guy who's, I think, oh yeah, I guess I should explain. So, the plot is kind of like, it's about a guy who's really into aliens and, like, UFOs and shit. And then there's this girl who is, like, the grandchild of a spirit medium, and she's, like, a spirit medium. She's all into, like, the paranormal. And together, they're really fucking cute. But, they go on, like, adventures, and, the girl ends up getting, like, in the first episode, the girl gets abducted by aliens, and the guy, loses his fucking balls, and gets possessed by, an evil spirit. And so like he's got these evil spirit powers, and that's really really cool. Um, my husband has massive gender envy for like his spirit form, but like it ends up being about these kids who have like powers or like talents and get like possessed by evil spirits. But there was this one guy who was recently introduced in season 2. It's like his whole arc is season 2. And he gets possessed by this spirit called the Evil Eye. His name's Gigi. He's like friggin' adorable. Gigi is best boy. But gets possessed by the Evil Eye, and the Evil Eye just ends up being a kid who just wanted to be around other kids, but like got ritually sacrificed or something like that. I don't know. But both Evil Eye and Gigi are just absolute angels, and I really, really, like, my husband has wanted to do a cosplay of, like, the main guy, Okarun, for quite some time, since, like, we started watching the show together. But now that I have gotten, very thoroughly obsessed with my boy Gigi and Evil Eye, I'm like, oh my god, I need to do something with Evil Eye now. The funny thing is that, like, major plot point is that in order to stop Evil Eye from going on a killing spree, which is kind of like what Evil Eye was doing, is like, I'm gonna murder all humans, and everyone's like, no, please don't. We're kind of busy with other things. There's like a space kaiju, man. We don't have time for this. Evil Eye and Okarun make a deal, and that's that they fight each other every Tuesday after school, and Evil Eye isn't allowed to fight anyone else. And because Evil Eye sees fighting as fun, Evil Eye is playing when he fights and kills people. But now that like Evil Eye and Okarun have like a connection, like a canon like relationship beyond just these are two guys from the same show and they know each other, I really, really, really want to do an Evil Eye cosplay while my husband gets his dream Okarun cosplay. Cause oh my god, Evil Eye. I'm gonna be gushing about Evil Eye for a while. Evil Eye is awesome. So anyways, that's going on my eternal cosplay list that never ends, and I don't know, the evil cosplay list of Doom and Horror Forever or something like that. I'm not sure. Something like that. I don't... I can't do math. What's the... Should probably just make it like 30 inches. No, 31 inches. And then, so that it has like a little bit of a sticky outy thing. Can you tell I'm tired? I'm sorry. Let me think. Half of 31 is 15 plus a half. That's 15 and a half. So the middle is right there. So I'm thinking, we fold it in half again, and we kind of just do this like I don't want to say the lazy way, because I'm not trying to be lazy, but like the lazy way. I'm kind of patterning this on fabric, which is already like a big no-no in my books. I don't like patterning things on fabric, but like, Yeah, I'm tired. Like, I don't want to put in effort into, like, doing any paper craft tonight. So if I can just pound out this collar, then we're good, probably. Let's see. Fold this over. Oh, that's really promising. Go enjoy your dinner. Have fun. Okay, yes. Yes, I'm liking this. Good. Perfect. Okie dokie, I think we're getting somewhere. I am actually shockingly happy with how this is turning out. Hold on. Why is this turning out good? I'm like sleep deprived. Oh, if my partner were here, they'd be like, because you're a good craftsperson and you don't give yourself enough credit, but like, man, yeah, I'm tired. But I accept that I'm not going to be the greatest craft person of all time forever. Alright, let's see here. Oh, God. So, I think... How does this go? So this is going to attach like that. Center is... right there. That feels unusually long. Why? Oh, probably because I measured along the bottom. Okay, that makes sense. I need to remember to also go check on my commission, not my commission queue, that's what I'm working on right now. My commission quotes form, that was it, quotes. I knew it started with a Q. Quotes form. Oh, this is Tem Shop. I was wondering what the hell this was, because it sounded familiar and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Okay, how does this work again? I swear I know what I'm doing, I'm just also chronically confused. Okay, so it's really thick on the ends, and then it's thin in the middle. And together they make one happy family. It is straight on the bottom, though. Okay, that's good to know, I think. It will not be my best, but it also will not be the worst. Learning is a process, everyone. Remember that. I need a better way to manage all my chat windows because I've got too many. Alright, let me see here. So it doesn't need to curve, but it does need to, like, get thicker and thinner. So I'm thinking something kind of like this, maybe? Yeah, that seems about right. Okay, okay, I'm liking it, I'm liking it. I'm feeling it. Process is processing. Yes, yas queen. Oh my god, I need to take my husband to go see a drag show. He's wanted to see a drag show for forever, and I just have not found a drag show and or taken him to drag show. Need to get involved with the local. I want to say get involved because drag doesn't like interest me, but like it interests my husband kind of, and I want to be supportive. Also, drag is cool as fuck. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because it is cool. You all are just wrong. Okay, so I think we have our rough shape. I'm really liking this shape. This is a good shape. Okay, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna give this puppy a quick press. Don't know why I said it like that. Like so. And then we're gonna fold it over so that we get a miwo of it. Then I'm gonna pin and hopefully we'll be set. What was that show that one meme was from? Adventure Time? I have approximate knowledge of many things. That's just... yeah, that's how I feel right now. I have approximate knowledge of many things. Mostly sewing related. I don't have a lot of exact knowledge, but I do have approximate knowledge. If you want exact knowledge, you gotta unlock autism mode. And then you'll get exact knowledge of some things. Very, very specific things. I'm not saying it'll be useful knowledge, but it will be knowledge. Or your money back. Guaranteed. approximate knowledge works in like 90% of scenarios. People vastly underestimate like how far approximate knowledge can take you, because it can take you real far. All you have to do is sound like, okay, the thing about working with approximate knowledge is that you have to be able to do two things. You have to be able to seem confident that you know what you're talking about, and you also have to be willing to admit when you make a fuck up. If you can do those two things, approximate knowledge will take you far. Good, like, guesstimation, like, predictive reasoning skills will also take you far. Because if you can kind of, like, guess of what's going on, and you have approximate knowledge of where it could go, you're pretty much set for, like, any social situation. You just have to, like, be able to make that initial guess, and be able to, you know, figure things out on the fly. It's a very good skill to have. Approximate knowledge is absolutely slept on. People are like, no, you need to have specific knowledge of how to do this and how to do this, and if you do it that way, you're just going to be overwhelmed constantly. But if you work with approximate knowledge, it's like... Oh, how do I have words? How does it go? It's like... There's something in, like, computer science that's kind of like approximate knowledge, or the way that approximate knowledge works. It's like... I want to say random access memory, but, like, that's not quite right. As you can see, I also have approximate knowledge for how computers work. I don't know, I'm just gonna put it under predictive reasoning. But you know, approximate knowledge. Giving a big old thumbs up to approximate knowledge. Like, kind of like, if you see a piece of metal that is glowing red, and you have the experience to tell you that, like, when it does that, either it's been put over fire, or, like, kind of like, I don't know, I'm trying to take this example. I've said, like, approximate knowledge good, like, 7 billion times at this point. Y'all get the point. You all understand. You get the joys of approximate knowledge, and you can come to an approximate conclusion. I'm tired of explaining. Because you all understand. I think we're all adults here. You all have come far. You all understand the joys of approximate knowledge. But yeah, like, I could roughly tell you how plants and animals work or something like that, and I could roughly tell you how I'm gonna go about making this goddamn collar. But if you ask me to give you specifics, that's gonna take a lot longer. It's gonna take like 5 to 10 business years. Approximate knowledge is not lazy, it's practical. Okay, I do need to cut the little swoop in the middle. Swoop being a scientific term, of course. I feel like sometimes the only place that approximate knowledge won't take you far in is, like, biology. Specifically, like, phylogeny, because, like, the classification of living things, because sometimes things that look really, really similar aren't related at all, like rabbits and hares. And like the whole elephants are more closely related to like elephant shrews than, you know, another thing. And that's just the curse of phylogeny, because phylogeny... phylogeny. I love phylogeny so much because I like putting things into neat little boxes. However, phylogeny doesn't fucking make sense sometimes because things are genetically more related to... Oh yeah, like, an elephant is more closely related to an elephant shrew than it is related to... Oh god damn it, I did this wrong. Or did I? Hold on. No, I didn't do this wrong. Okay, we're saved. Phylogeny is dark magic. Thank you so much. It's like 2 fish. Like, dude, fish, man. It scares me. Those are more closely related to deer than anything else in the ocean. Yeah, literally, that's the kind of shit that phylogeny pulls, and it's just like, well, I mean, you have the evidence, but it scares me anyways. Why are you doing this? Why? Because, like, I love you morphology-based classification, but at the same time, phylogeny... Like, morphological classification should be, like, the way you do things. It should be, like, oh yeah, these two things look similar. Of course they're related. Wrong. And it's so fascinating to me, and phylogeny has such a special place in my heart on, like, an interest scale. Because, like, I got into phylogeny because I was super into speculative biology, specifically speculative ecology, I should say. Specifically the speculative ecology of the Monster Hunter series, because there's a lot of really interesting scientific details if you look in the series. But specifically, okay, so it's a bunch of, like, dragons and shit. But if you look at... So there's these 2 monsters. There's actually 3 monsters, but there's mostly 2. Called Acantor and Eucanlos. And they are large, flightless, hulking beasts. However, they were classified under the Flying Wyvern classification, which everyone's like, no, that doesn't make sense, until you look at the arm structure. And then you look at the arm structure, and it's the exact same as other flying wyverns. It's like, what the hell? They don't even fly. Why is the class called Flying Wyverns then? It's because of the arm structure. But, like, it's that kind of shit that when a classification doesn't make sense, that I'm, like, drooling at the mouth rabid. Like, I mean, it pisses me off, because, like, I love my, like, morphological based classifications, but at the same time, like, when things don't make sense, they get interesting, you know? Like, I'm probably never gonna get into marine biology because the fish scare me, like, genetically, because there's only so many ways to move through an ocean, and fish are not, like, closely related to each other at all, and it scares me. I don't understand it. I'm gonna leave that to the marine biologists. They can have all the perks they want. No. We do not speak of the fish. So, I don't know. If I were to ever return to college, I might keep going. Fish are not a thing. Yeah, no. It's just... they scare me. I don't trust them. They're up to something. There's only so many ways to move through water, and unfortunately, like, fish are unknowable. Fish are unknowable. Fish are unknowable. They are. I don't understand them. They scare me. And this is like not even speaking about. Gosh, you know, I feel like sometimes we can probably understand the stuff that lives at like deeper depths and pressures than like the fish we eat, you know? Like fish are hiding something. I can feel it. Something in their classification, something in their taxonomy. I'm so tired. I misread follower goal as follower god. I was like, wait a second, that's a killer username? Wait. Oh, never mind. Fish are unknowable. Fish, like, to me, are like fungus. I feel like I could probably understand fungus better than I could understand fish. I might just go back to birds, honestly. I thought about getting into mammals, but, like... I don't know, man. I got an autistic professor whose special interest was birds, and that converted me. Birds are pretty damn cool. And that's, like, where I picked up my bird-watching habit. Hey, if you didn't know, I like bird-watching. I need to, like, do more stuff bird-watching wise. But, like, I'm into bird-watching. Birds at least kind of make sense because they're kind of morphologically related, but, like, the fucking crossbreeding, man. It's always like, okay, does this actually belong here? Does this belong here? Do we know? No, that's okay, it's fine. Falcons are not related to any other raptors, they're parrots. That tracks, unfortunately. I get it, unfortunately. Are they? No, I'm thinking about accipiters. I'm gonna say that to confuse my husband next time we go out and I see, like, peregrine in the city or something. Look, a parrot! Owls are animated pillows stuffed with yeah, okay, that's just common knowledge, honestly. Bad time to mention that this is a coat for an owl for, what was it, an eagle owl? Eurasian eagle owl? So I'll have to put some extra spite in it. Honestly, like, I got really attached to passerine birds. I wasn't thinking passerine would be, like, my thing, but, like, passerine birds and, columbiforms. Pigeons. I don't know, they're neat. I really like... What are they called? Like, creepers and nuthatches. Nuthatches have to be, like, my favorite kind of bird. They're just little guys, and I don't know how to explain it. But nuthatches are like the ultimate bird. Yeah, sure, this is a birding stream now. We're not here for sewing, we're here for the birds. Man. Oh yeah, hold on, wait, I'm still sewing. Ooh, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to pick up. It's fine though. Right, so collar 2.0 and this thing Cell is fucking buying at me. This is harassment. Hey, welcome to fall break. Oh, I have to go pick up my thread, like, now. Hold on, I gotta... I am. This is harassment. This is mean. You're being mean to me right now. How the hell am I supposed to get through my day? It's okay, I can't spell either. Hey, my name is Lambot and I never fucking learned how to read. There we go. I have to crawl under the table like an idiot, so give me 2 seconds.
Oh god, I'm sore. Oh, there's my pen. Hi, pen.
I'm not looking forward to going back to work on Monday. I'm sore and sad. And I gotta do inventory. Alright, we're back. Hey, I'm glad you got the writing thing done. How'd it go? Wasn't too bad, I hope? I'm glad. Could be worse. Could be better. Happens to the best of us. There we go. Hey, but like, done is better than not done, you know? You did your best with what you could. Okay, is this thing threaded right? Maybe, probably. It's the worst writing thing I've done for that class yet. Just keep it a solo event. Yeah, you'll be fine. I have every confidence that you will succeed in future writing assignments. Ugh. Ugh. Shout out to, like, Warm energy drink for being, like, the worst tasting thing ever. Like, warm, flat, and day old. But, like, at the same time, it's too expensive to waste, you know? Like, damn, why are you like this? Just adding insult to injury? Why are we here? Just to suffer? Ow. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I did. I have a fresh can that I can open now. That was just the last of my can from last night. It sucked, but like, it's done now, so... better that I suffer than someone else. And by someone else, I also mean me. Hashtag guzzle. Could get a guzzle in chat. A slurper. You can't really see what I'm doing. That is a fucking shame. Don't know if that'll work at all, but... Not really yet, too hard. I want to hear the last energy drink. I want to hear the last energy drink last one for a while because Shakes for real. I'm fascinated. That sounds like a great topic. Please, go on. Okay, so, what's the tea? Or I guess what's the rum? Where's the rum? That's not comforting. Hold on. When it was exploding in Britain in the 15 to 1700s, if I remember correctly, glass bottles were being made with rounded bottoms so people can't put them down. Also, a fuck ton of illegal distilleries that like to explode. This resulted in everyone hammered and addicted because once they buy a bottle, it can't be put down without spilling. The relation was the last energy drink I bought. The bottom was all squished out, so I couldn't have set it down without spilling. And if I had a water bottle or anything in my hands, I compulsively sip it. Oh no, so that was nasty. Yeah, no, I feel you though. You poor thing. Was it good at least? Was it at least somewhat tasty? Motherfucker. I'm gonna rage quit sewing. Hold on. No, give it back. Ooh, my tension is fucked. Oh, because there's a jam. Okay, hold on, I see you. They made a non-caf. I'd be so happy. Yeah, no. There's like some flavors that I wish were just non-caffeinated, like Monster Aussie Lemonade. Like, that's just a really good lemonade, but it's I don't know, it's not, I can't drink the caffeine all the time. I have to, like, pace myself, because otherwise I get really, really anxious. I haven't tried any other flavors because shit is expensive, and I don't want to buy a new flavor and lose it. Like, not like it. Yeah, I feel you. Green Monster. Oh, yeah, fair enough. That used to be one of my favorite flavors when I first started working nights. I kind of swapped away from Monster because I can get Red Bull in cheaper packs, but, like, it does not taste good. At least Monster tries to taste good. If I could, I would drink exclusively Ghost, because Ghost doesn't make my brain scream. Get nice focus, and then the shakes and anxiety ticks and paranoia go brrr. Yeah. Like, I'd swap to Ghost if I could, but, like, there's no way to, like, buy large quantities of it, and I eat large quantities of it, because I'm an idiot who stays up too late and works nights. Thank you, I think I got it solved. Go get your water. Hydrate or dihydrate, bitches. This is the worst this meal's been. Just thread, come on. There we go. Wow. Okay, where were we? Yep, 5/8. Put the foot down, grab the tails. And then I'm gonna need to top stitch this entire thing. Okay, I feel like I'm probably gonna need to do another pass on that, but like, something's better than nothing. So I just need to run tiny little line of stitching because I went a little high. And then we'll turn our attention to the supporting piece. I am just foregoing the interfacing right now. But we'll add interfacing on the final. Because I need to go get more stiff interfacing. My tension is all out of whack for some reason. I think my tension should be at 1. Like that's feels unreasonable to me. I guess I'm trying to work on a vintage sewing machine, so things aren't gonna like work great, but like, damn. Okay, let's see here. So this piece is gonna fit in like that. Okay. I think I know how we're gonna do this, but we'll see. Alright, actually, how did they do this one? Okay. I think I see it. Turn, just like that. So we're gonna leave the top open, and then we're gonna just sew along the bottom, where it will eventually attach to the jacket. go. So we have our bottom piece, we have our top piece, and now they just need to kiss. Or fuck, I don't know. That's a bad preamble for me saying that I need to put them inside each other. Hold on. I get the feeling I am probably going to need to press and top stitch this. The bottom part, too. That's just in. Lambot Cosplay needs to press his newly sewn pieces. Millions Dead. But I don't wanna press it. I don't wanna press. Actually, I need to work these corners a little bit. This is not going to end up being a very nice and sharp corner. Oh my freaking god, I didn't sew this side. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I need to go down this side too. Hey Pop, welcome to the stream. I am making a collar for a cosplay commission, like a shirt collar. I started on it last week, but I was doing it wrong, so we're redoing it properly. I was just about to press all of the pieces and put them together. Ooh. Oh, you're playing more Sea of Thieves? Interesting. So you're just kind of hanging out and cooking fish? That's a pretty good way to spend some secret time. Huh, interesting. Neat. Have you been doing, like, fishing tonight? Oh, that's not scary at all. Aw, that's sad. I'm sorry. So actually, if you look at the picture on the top left-hand side of the screen, that's what we're making. So it's like a popped shirt collar. Well, not like a popped shirt collar, it's a shirt collar. Like a formal jacket collar. But I'll show you what our current prototype looks like as soon as I'm done pressing. And we can start putting things together. Oh no. Yeah, definitely cooking some fish is a good idea then. So very, very roughly, can't really see it all that well, but, oh yeah, because the camera's not up there, it's over there. Very, very roughly, this is what the collar looks like. So it's 2 pieces of fabric. And then they're joined. It's gonna take a hot minute to pin though. And I need to top stitch. In all honesty, I looked up a tutorial and that's how I realized I was doing things wrong. There's lots of tutorials out there if you ever wanted to learn. I'm also studying a dress shirt that I have to see how they put it together. Jeez. What I'm doing right now is a process called top stitching, which will make this slightly stronger and like a little bit stiffer, because I'm not using any like stiffening parts right now. Mostly because I don't want to dig through boxes to find them. Why are you doing different kinds of stitching? So there's different like stitching techniques that you can use to get different effects. Top stitching is just a technique where you take, so fabric has 2 sides, yeah? It has the right side, or like, let's talk about like a print. So you have the white on the back, and then you have the colorful part on the top, or like the printed side. The wrong side is the ugly part. It's the part that is the back of the fabric, and then the right side is the top of the fabric. Top stitching just means that instead of sewing on the back side, where people can't see the stitching, it's on top. You're sewing on the right side, the pretty side. If that makes sense. I'll show you in a minute what it looks like in comparison to a non-top stitch piece. Yeah, kinda. So, I have two collar pieces here. This is the bottom part, and this hasn't been top stitched. You see that all of the stitching is on the inside, all hidden away from where people can see. Normally that's to make things look clean and pretty. But on this, I mean, yes, there's seams on the inside, and it's been stitched on the inside, which is the wrong side of the fabric, but it also has this stitching on the outside too. And that's just to make it a little bit stiffer and stronger, and also make it slightly prettier. And when you put them together, hopefully we get a collar. Yeah, we like stiff collars. Lay it back down here. So we're gonna be looking down here for a minute because I gotta do a lot of pinning. How was my day? I spent most of it sleeping. I stayed up all night after the stream. I watched some anime with my husband. And then I fell asleep and I slept for like 8 hours and I woke up and I, yeah, was almost running a little bit late for stream. Honestly, hanging out while you're doing boring stuff is like objectively the best way to enjoy streams like this. It's not very exciting, it's just kind of sharing space with people. I am a big fan of sharing space with people. Parallel play, my beloved. Oh, you were just watching me sand with, like, no cares in the world? Fair enough, I respect that. That's also really sweet. I'm glad you thought that sanding was interesting. I just happened to see a ping thing for Twitch while I was gaming. When I clicked it, you were here. Poof. Potion of instant me. It's a cyber coyote, so it's only like virtual chickens. So, don't mind me trying to comprehend this. There's a way to do this. Turbo Foxes and Retro Rats. You know, Coyote, I don't think you ever actually explained your Discord status to me. What is a tactical belly rub? A small story, let's go. A tactical belly rub is one of my Twitch buddies. One of my Twitch buddies started. Called their preferred method of taking down factory starters, getting underneath them and going right for the bay doors. Oh my god, that is a tactical belly rub. My god. I'm in awe. That's incredible. I love that. I'm stealing that now. Oh yeah, getting underneath a factory strider is an ordeal. In and of itself. You've never seen a puppy before? Hold on, I will get a picture and I will put it on stream. It's a giant metal dog? They're called dogs, but they're not necessarily dogs. But they're dogs to me. They're dogs in my heart. Puppy is not friend, unfortunately. Puppy is not friend. I wish Puppy was friend. Sometimes Puppy is friend, but Puppy mostly wants to shoot you. Alright, I need everyone. Behold. Puppy. That's a dog. To me. Pup, I need to know, what are your thoughts on the dog? I'm also love them. They do sing. I forgot they sing now. Why are you biting the dog? It's done nothing yet. Where is it from? It is from Helldivers. It is an automaton unit. It's not a bad puppy. It's just a scary puppy. No, they're not scary. I would kiss one on the forehead if I could. I'd kiss most automatons, actually. Now, if you want an actually evil dog, Cyborg Hound, evil, horrible, only wants death and murder. I'm sorry, Borgs, y'all are my favorite, but, like, hounds scare me. Oh boy. Let me find a picture of a cyborg hound. I could probably find the stupid drawing that I did with a giant hound and a tiny factory starter. A few boys in armor that want pets to fight. The factory starters sing like a little chant. And the hounds don't sing, they just bark. This is a cyborg hound. That's a dog. Puppy on stream! I would trust a factory strider more than I would trust a hound, unfortunately. My ass has been bitten too many times by them. And the bone's gonna be from you. Those are evil chompers, meant for chomping you. Exactly. As a bone, your leg bone. I wonder if that's like a bullshit reason why cyborgs have prosthetics, is because, well, the dogs needed a bone. Come on, guys. We gotta share. No, it will take your bone. It bites too. I'm sorry, pup, I don't think you get much of a say in this matter. The hound is going to bite your ass. Picturing a hound just grabbing a helldiver by the ankle and sprinting through the snow with the tail flailing helpless. No, that's lore accurate. That's lore accurate. Puppy. Just a little puppy guy. Prancing away. Such a happy little guy. Hold on, guys. I'm just gonna take a minute there. Something's going on with my vision. Alright, give me 2 seconds. I'm actually gonna go get some water. I will be right back, alright? and to answer your question, I don't know why it's doing this. I feel like I've been pretty good with taking care of myself for once. So, I'm just gonna take a quick little break, honestly. It's like if you stare at a bright object for too long, but I haven't really been staring at anything super bright. I don't know, it's weird. I'm just gonna give it a minute and see if it fades. Might be. Probably. Yeah, I've been staring at a lot of screens and like fixed points for a while, so... Yeah, it might just be my eyes being tired. Actually, fun thing about hunger, I realized that it isn't actually like... Hunger isn't like when your tummy starts to hurt, it's actually like when you start wanting food and not necessarily like when it hurts so bad that like you need to eat. I have leftover pizza from last night, so I'm just eating that. Not like when it hurts the painful stage, then that's like desperately needing to eat. Not like normal people hunger. Ooh. Actually kind of busy too, hold on. No, you're good. I'm guessing auditory processing disorder. Because, like, same, bestie. Also, it's comorbid. I'm eating pizza from last night. I ordered pizza from a local pizza chain. Yeah, it's really freaking good. There's sesame seeds on the crust. You just want food. It's not like pain. It's just like, I could eat right now. That's hunger, apparently. It's pretty bizarre. An allistic universe. So, not autistic. think I'm gonna try to go for as long as I can. Like, it's still not going away, but at the same time, like, I need to get this Q done, so... Boredom definitely is a thing. And also, like, eating more when you're stressed is a thing, because I'm pretty sure that your saliva contains, like, a mild painkiller in it. Like a sedative or something. So, that's why we stress eat as humans. But no, like, your body shouldn't be bouncing between, like, starving and not starving constantly. Alright, well... I'm gonna try and go for as long as I can. If the blurriness makes sewing unsafe, I'm gonna stop the stream, just because I don't want to impale my thumb, because I can't see what I'm doing. But, yeah, we'll just play it by ear. I think I'm fine right now, but... Gosh. This is annoying. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay for now. Like, the blurry patch is still there, but, like, I'm just trying to work through it, because I need to get this done. I have deadlines I need to hit, unfortunately. No, I think I've just been using my eyes too much. I don't actually have any eye drops either. I'll be okay. If it gets, like, bad enough that I'm worried that I'm gonna make a mistake that's gonna hurt me, like, I'll stop. And I'll go, like, lie down, but, like, I'm good. I'll be alright. How do you know how big to make the collar? So I measured the neckline, because the collar has to fit the neckline. So that's the top part of the jacket. And I saw how long it was, and then I wanted it 4 inches wide, so I measured out 4 inches from there, and now I have a collar. I'm kind of just guessing with the angles. Like I said, approximate knowledge of many things. This is actually too long, I think. How much extra cloth do you need to allow for folding stitches? So that's called a seam allowance. And I like to, currently, like, I used to use, like, 1 inch for my seam allowance, but, now I'm using 5/8 of an inch, just because it's a really prominent guide on my sewing machine. I know most people use 2/3. I don't know what the standard seam allowance is, but it might be 5/8, 2/3. 3/4. I think it's like 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's actually quite a lot. I figure that it's better to have wiggle room to allow for mistakes than, 3 millimeters? Oh my god, no. Because the stitches have to, like, have something to grab into, and the fabric around it needs to be stable, so... No, you're good. Alright, you know what, actually, I think I am gonna call it there. The entire left side of my vision is just all blurry and psychedelic. I'm gonna keep working on commissions later. I'm just gonna go lie down for a few hours and close my eyes and hope that maybe that works. Okay, ending spiel. If you like what I'm doing, follow or something. Check me out on Blue Sky, YouTube. Oh, you know, that probably is what it is. This sounds like a, oh no, this is gonna be fun. Alright, yeah, I should go lie down before this gets worse, because this does actually, now that you mention it, sound like how my husband describes ocular migraines, so yeah. Yeah, I'll probably check in tomorrow. I think I am going to stream after work, so, Tuesday morning. Maybe I'll stream Monday morning, we'll see. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate your love and support a lot. I will see you later once I am not dying. Later.